Since the beginning of the pandemic, there have been a number of test results, false positives and false negatives. False negatives is when the test says that you don't have COVID when you really do. And a false positive is when you actually have COVID, even though a test is saying that you do not. Local health officials are saying the most important thing is an accurate test result. According to the Madison County Health Department, if you get a positive result with an at-home test, you are strongly encouraged to go to a facility to get a PCR or an antigen test to confirm your result. Even if you test negative using an at-home test, getting tested at a facility will help get you the most accurate results. That's what Tracy Davis of North Syracuse did today.
I wasn't planning on getting it because I had taken a home test and shown that I didn't have any symptoms, and I don't have any symptoms. But when they offered it, and it seemed like the thing to do.
Although she originally came to urgent care for something else, she feels more at ease getting tested for a second time today, as a PCR test is more accurate than an at-home rapid test.
Knowing that I'm going to get the kind of more official negative I'm looking forward to that.
At-home tests have been flying off the shelves. While many people are struggling to find an at-home testing kit, Davis lucked out.
No, I didn't have any problem. The first place that I asked for them had them.
New York State is continuing to work with counties to distribute at-home tests free of charge ahead of the holidays.
Testing. Everyone's talking about testing. We now have available 10 million more free at-home tests. Every single day we're putting in more purchase orders.
The demand for tests is high right now, 5 days before Christmas and during one of the busiest travel times of the year. I actually saw a number of people leaving this testing site earlier today because the wait time was 3 hours and growing. As far as an at-home test, you can get them online or in stores and places such as Walmart and Walgreens.
As we get closer to Christmas and New Year's, you might be looking to get yourself tested for COVID-19. As of right now, county-run sites are by appointment only. And today, our Mary Keeler asked the Onondaga County Executive what can be done to expand access to COVID tests in our community. She joins us live tonight in Syracuse. Mary.
Well, Met County Executive Ryan McMahon reported another 4 COVID-related deaths in the county at his briefing earlier today. And he also tells me that it's nearly impossible to go to a walk-in only testing clinic. You can search the county's website to find an appointment for a COVID test, and right now the county executive says it has to stay that way. Why aren't people just able to get tested and not have to wait for an appointment spot to open up?
People, logistics. That's the reality.
Ryan McMahon stressing the manpower is the real issue here, as the Omicron variant is now making up 10% of Onondaga County's caseload. He also says in the middle of a pandemic, it would not be smart to pack people who might not even get a test or a vaccine into a clinic site.
With 30 to 40 different people giving a jab, you still only had so much capacity that day.
But something that might help with the demand for testing, a plan to get about 20,000 at-home antigen tests out next week. It'll be need-based, based on symptomatic people and socioeconomic needs. McMahon says it will be up to local village, town, and city leaders to opt in and hopes to be able to give out KN95 masks at the same time.
There might be senior centers, there might be faith-based organizations that we want to help distribute this. And so we'll do that. But we'll lean on the mayors and the supervisors to share their thoughts with us and then to give us their plans. We approve their plans and then we get the material out.
Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh's office confirming to me earlier this afternoon or earlier a couple hours ago that the mayor's office did hear word about this initiative from the county earlier today. They are gearing up and definitely willing to do this initiative to distribute both those at-home tests and hopefully those KN95 masks. As for the rest of the county, we will wait to see what list they come up with for distribution sites throughout the different towns and villages. So as soon as that's compiled, the county executive says that the public will know about it.
Tonight, CBS 5 is on your side, holding the owner of Great Northern Mall accountable for issues that tenants inside say plague the facility. Last week, we reported on one of the few remaining tenants at the mall, a gym that raised very real safety concerns about the lack of lighting in the parking lot. You can see just how dark it is. We were told this is just one of many issues brought up to the mall's owner, who incidentally owes Onondaga County millions of dollars.
Since he's owned the mall, he's literally done nothing except collect rent. Other tenants have moved out. We have leaky roofs. They've had leaky roofs. There's been lighting issues. Like I said, it's just been one issue after another.
And tonight, the mall owner and the town supervisor are weighing in. CBS 5's Samantha Croston continues her coverage on this issue now. Sam.
And the Clay Town Supervisor says that he has had to take the owner to court multiple times, the most recent of these being on December 9th for that lighting issue. And take a look behind me, you'll see that some of the street lights are on, but some of them are completely off, showing that this issue is still not yet fully resolved.
I think we're down to under 12 tenants left in that building.
It's a mall that has seen a slow but steady decline, especially in the last few years. Great Northern could be home to about 60 tenants, but instead stands mostly empty. Clay Town Supervisor Damian Ulatowski says he has heard the struggles from tenants.
They've been doing the doggy paddle trying to survive, literally, with things like water coming in on them, with an absentee landlord who, quite frankly, I don't think cares.
The most recent issue tenants at the mall have faced is a lack of lighting in the parking lots.
Of all of these overhead parking lights that you see, there were 5 of them on in the entire campus. Only 5. 4 of them are right there by the Sears store, which has been vacant for years.
Today, I got the chance to speak with Great Northern Mall owner Mike Cohen and his project manager Michael Falzerano to ask them directly about why these issues happened and, more importantly, why they hadn't been resolved yet. For the lights, the reason for the delay, according to Falzerano, is that he designed and ordered 4,500 solar LED lights from China.
They departed in August, and they still haven't arrived. Okay, which is insane.
But what part did Cohen, as the owner, play in the condition of the mall? I'm wondering if there are any of the issues that you feel like you could hold yourself accountable for.
I think I'm accountable for all of these because at the end of the day, they're looking at the owner.
Despite any changes, the Clay Town Supervisor feels that at the point the mall is at now, it should be shut down.
Why would you leave a property that you paid $8 million for, to deteriorate? This building is a skeleton of what it once was, and now even that skeleton is starting to deteriorate right before our eyes.
The project manager says that if he does not hear back about when the lights will arrive by this Friday, he is going to have to find another way to get lights up to the Great Northern Mall. Live in Clay, I'm Samantha Croston.
What about an I'm sorry to the tenants? Did you hear that in your phone conversation with them? Seems to me that's a pretty simple thing to say.
In a sense, yes, I do think that he was taking some accountability for his actions, but at the same time, I do think that he was trying to pin some of these issues on some other people. So I try to hold him accountable for it. I have a feeling that won't be my last conversation with him.
No, and I have a feeling you'll be there Friday wondering if there's been a solution. All right, Sam, thank you.